Luminaria was conceived 9 years ago as a joint project between kind of the artistic makers of the city and this innovative idea of a night arts festival. San Antonio's been very receptive to Luminaria, and San Antonio artists have been involved since the beginning. It's, among other things, a great chance for San Antonio, the city, to see the breadth and the depth of art produced here. One of Luminaria's aims also is to be part of the city culture in general.
Breakfast for her champion meatballs. Slick Rick was like my brother and she was like my mother, and with all the love she showed, my heart grew as the passing years grew. And when my daughter was born, she was treated, my daughter, as if she was her own natural grandchild, rewarding our visits with special folded dollars that were withdrawn from her bank.
I think all the artists I've talked to who've come to visit from China or Mexico or Portugal or Spain always remark upon how special San Antonio is and the reception they've got here, this very warm, engaged, interested San Antonio culture that I think is infectious and really important.
Hay Street Bridge is iconic, and it is one of those places that is the first, I'd say, places to sort of venture out and bring new audiences to the East Side, so it was a natural draw for that reason. It was also a natural draw because it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. So we had aerial dancers here, we had poets, we had, again, your musical artists and visual artists. Luminaria really is invested in the city of San Antonio, and it is a roving arts festival. So it sort of challenges both the artists and the communities to come together and to use different footprints and different artistic anchors to showcase what the artists, the performers, the talents of San Antonio can do.
I kick funky lessons when citizenship is questioned, respond to oppression, tragic U.S. Mexicans, African existence from Aslan, since Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Vietnam, brother versus brother, who stole the soul, who's 5-0, who's border patrol, I don't know.
We had a great production team, starting with Ethel Shipton, who's been involved in this for years as part of production manager for the 3rd year in a row. She pulls together stage managers and people who can climb these girders to install sculptures. But we really did have a fabulous production team and also a fabulous team of volunteers. We had our information booths were there to give out more information about the artists, because that's another thing that we really believe in, is that as Luminaria lives on, you can take our catalog or you can visit our website and you can learn more about the artist and the performer who you saw that you were really inspired by.
Each year there are artists who make kind of permanent legacy gifts to the city that become San Antonio's landscape of public art. This year we had 3 muralists do that, and Luminaria made a gift of their work to San Antonio. That's one sort of obvious way that Luminaria contributes year-round, is to leave these permanent works of art to explore communication between contemporary arts and the city landscape. With regard to the East Side, it was amazing both to see East Side artists contribute and be part of the conversation and reflect on their communities, their neighborhoods, as part of the citywide art conversation. It's also been really rewarding for those of us who work for Luminaria, whether it's artists or volunteers or staff, to spend time on the East Side. It's impossible to spend time in this part of the city and not feel emotionally invested in what it has to offer us, the historical responsibility we have to make this an important part of the city, and the spirit of creative energy here is enormous and really helped to fuel Luminaria itself. Anytime you have artists getting together, collaborating, seeing each other's art, meeting artists from elsewhere, meeting each other if they haven't met before, that's an ongoing thing. Artists tend to bond and ideas feed off each other. So that's very much part of what we instigate every year as part of Luminaria.
To learn more about the Luminaria Contemporary Arts Festival, visit luminariasa.org.